Hi guys, welcome back. It's me, Geraldine. I know, you know me normally. It's Friday. It's Friday. It is what day? It is June 16th, a few days before Father's Day. And yeah, you know what? I decided to get on today because I don't think I uploaded anything last week, but I wanted to make sure that I had something for you guys this week. And I decided to just, you know, come on as is. It's Friday. I went to work today. Went to work at the office. I'm gonna be, well, let me first start with this. Thank you guys for coming back. If you're a family member, if you're new here, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope that you consider subscribing because we are a family friendly, fun channel. So let's get that out of the way. So don't forget to like and subscribe. But I was saying before that was I went to the office. I'm back in the office. In case you guys, I think we talked about that already. And I have to be honest with you that for the last 3 years since the pandemic, I was working from home. And there was just this really, really, really wonderful work-life balance that I had an opportunity to experience. And I am truly missing that. I am in the office 5 days a week. There's a commute. There's, the constant disruption in your day, answering questions, being available to your staff members and things like that. There's the money that I'm spending for lunch and breakfasts. It's the working longer hours because you just can't get as many things done while you're in the office and people are there. And so if you're anything like me, you always have this to-do list of things that you want to get accomplished, which very often for me has been resulting in just really long hours. So on one hand, I'm happy to be in the position because it definitely kind of more is fitted to where I know some of my strengths are. But it is a challenge. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna even sugarcoat it. It is definitely a challenge. Hold on a second, guys. Yeah. So, the jury's still out. We're waiting to see. Yet to be determined. So anyway, with that being said, that means that a lot of the things that I had been able to do and keep up on around, as far as like around the house, I just have not been able to do. Typically, things like laundry, making sure the house was clean, making dinner. Those were all things I was able to manage to accomplish pretty early in the day because, even when I was working from home, my hours were 8 to 5. During my lunch hour, I would always, stop, either start dinner, put a load of clothes in. So by 5 o'clock when I was ready to, call it quits,
guys, as you can see, it's the next morning. I was totally exhausted last night. I couldn't even finish, but I'm just showing you guys some um my stuff that I did this following Saturday. I was getting ready to um had made some breakfast, and then I was getting ready for the black dinner. So that's the chicken. You can see it's baking. That's gonna go into the soup a little bit later. But I ran out that morning, and I wanted to get some decor for the house. So I think I was at Home Goods, and yeah, just looking around, just kind of seeing what they had. I was looking for some blue items um, to just kind of change up the color scheme in my bedroom, but I don't think I found anything. So I think we ended up just leaving. Okay, guys, so this is me putting the Belizean black dinner together. The chicken is already baked, and so it's in the broth. And I'm just adding the Ricardo, the black Ricardo. That's what it looks like if you were to buy it at like a Caribbean market or specialty store. So I put that into warm water and I dissolved the seasoning, and then I'm just straining it through the sieve so that it kind of feels a little bit like sand if you don't strain it correctly. So I'm slowly pouring it through, and you'll see that some of the particles get left in the strainer. But I'll go ahead and dilute that again. But you don't want that inside the soup because it'll give it this sandy consistency. So I'm just trying to work it through with a spoon, just so that I can make sure that I get the flavoring into it, but not the grittiness of the seasoning. So I'll do that, I think, a couple more times. And then you'll see me add other ingredients as we go along through that process.
that's everybody at the house for the dinner. I don't know what Junior was doing there. He was acting wild. I'm surprised Natalie let him get that many licks in. She must have been in a really good mood. But yeah, anyhow, it was just me and my sisters and their kids and the grandnephews. My parents didn't end up showing up because my mom wasn't feeling well. So we just ended up being us and like I said, my nieces there that day. It was good. The soup turned out pretty good. You know, I only made it 2 times, but yeah. And then the following day, this is me and Justin. It's Father's Day, and I don't know what I was. We were by the me and Justin went to El Torito's after church, Father's Day service, and we just decided to just kind of hang out. We had a good time.
And you're supposed to, like, did you figure out which ones you wanted in there? Figure out what you wanted. So did you figure out what you wanted in there?
Sunday brunch at the Mexican restaurant. So we had mimosas, there was
Yes, thank you.
pozole, a bunch of, it's tacos. I know that's a thing, but yeah, we had tacos, we had the pancakes, waffles,
What?
ton of food, both kind of
To that plate.
but
It's Father's
yeah,
Day. This
we
is
had a good
us
time.
celebrating our fathers.
Nice day.
Stop it. No.
And
Father's Day.
yeah, and this gentleman just was really nice and went in here well, no, that was me, but this gentleman walked by and took a picture for us, and so that was nice. And I think this is Father's Day, so we went by and visited my brother's gravesite. And he's at a forest lawn here in California, and I tell you, I don't know, this is so weird, but I never thought that it would be a place that you would not enjoy, but it's a very peaceful type of visit. So anytime I go, it kind of reminds me of like just being at a park, because the way that the grave sites are set up, it's really relaxing. I know it's kind of weird, but on this day it was Father's Day, and there was just so many people there. The traffic was crazy, and then some families had a mariachi band there. They had their picnic things set up. Of course, the gravesite decorations. So it was quite an event. I would say that it was, for me, that was even more crowded than when we had gone. I think we didn't go on Mother's Day. It was one of the holidays, I guess New Year's or Christmas. I don't remember any of the other holidays that we've gone or that I've gone there that it was this crowded. So that's just me basically like trying to fight through traffic and find a parking spot. Like I said, it was super, super, super crowded, but it was really nice to see that people, had spent the time or took the time out to visit their loved one's resting place. Because of course, if we're believers, we know that this is not the final place, that this is just temporary, just passing through. So in any case, like I said, that's how we spent the rest of our afternoon on Father's Day. And yeah, that's about it. I think I'm just gonna go back to the video at this point, but yeah, that was our Father's Day. So we made it back home, and the kids decided to make chopped cheese sandwiches. So they were in charge of cooking, so you'll see them just trying to struggle through a recipe, but anyhow, they did a good job. So I must say that it all turned out really well. Well, this is the beginning of how our family grew over the weekend. It was a unplanned pet adoption. Justin and I had been talking about, adopting or getting a dog, and circumstances as they had, as they were, things kind of worked out just the right time with the right dog, at the right place. And this is how we got our
our newest little family member, and I'll show you Mr. Milo in just a quick second. Good morning, good morning. I didn't show much of yesterday, but I so much went on and so much happened yesterday. I'm so excited. I wanted to give him a proper intro because I got a new family member, and I'm so excited. I didn't think this was going to happen as soon as it did, but you guys know my boys are getting older, and it's so nice to have a new family member. So let me introduce him to you. Say hi, Milo. Say hi, everybody. Hi. This is Milo. We just got him yesterday from the shelter. He's so cute. He's so cute. He hasn't barked at all. Learning is that shelter dogs, they go through so much trauma, and we don't really know their history and what they have to go through. So we're just being gentle with him while he gets used to us, and we get used to him, and we try to help him figure out our routine and let him know how much we love him. And so, like I said, yeah, I told Justin that we would get, sorry, I'm a little shiny. We would get a dog this summer, because I really did want one now that we've kind of been in the place for a while. And I told him, he had to do the research, figure it all out, what kind of dogs we would be looking for. I knew I wasn't going to get a dog from like a breed or anything like that. I knew we were going to get a rescue or a shelter dog. And so it just also happens that last week I was watching TV, and there was the news broadcast about, the shelters being overcrowded down here near Carson, San Pedro, Long Beach. And did a little, just did some searches and saw some cute little dogs. And so Saturday I didn't work in the morning, worked in the afternoon. And because Justin had kept his end of the bargain up about doing his research and finding out some information and all that sort of thing, we went to the San Pedro shelter, the Harbor City shelter, and or Harbor shelter. And we first got there, all we saw were the big dogs. I live in a condo, and I didn't want a big dog, although there was a blue-nosed pit that was just adorable. He reminded us of our other dog, Blue, who we had to give away after my brother passed away, just because my parents couldn't, take care of him themselves anymore. So we, that little dog, and then there were a couple other ones. They just, I don't know, there's just something about when you go to a shelter and you see these little dogs, and they're just so excited to see you. And it was a wonderful experience. I didn't get a lot of video of it, so I'll put some stuff in there after this to show our little trip. But on our way out, Justin was insistent, and he asked one of the staff members there if he could show us the small dogs. And it just so happened, well, I'll have to tell you, Milo's government name is Todd. But Todd doesn't quite fit with the vibe. So we decided to give him, like every good black family, a nickname. And his nickname is Milo. Don't ask me why. Justin just came up with that name, and we kind of like it. But he's a Basset Hound. I forgot. Like what's the long dogs? Mix. Of course, he's a mixed breed. And that's okay. We're all mixed around here, so we're okay with that. And he's just been the quietest little timid thing ever. And he, so they gave us a little bit of his backstory. He originally comes from New York, so he's an East Coast dog. And then we're not quite sure what happened and how he came to the shelter, but he was adopted last week. But the family that adopted him brought him back because he was too timid, and he couldn't get along, or I guess the bigger dog that she had was too aggressive or something. So they brought him back, and oh my gosh, when I tell you, as soon as he walked from the back and we saw him, we just fell in love. And I know that people are going to say that you shouldn't get a dog just because, you know, he looks at you or you fall in love. I saw a couple people online, you know, when I was looking up some information about what to expect. They were like, don't do that. You know, you have to make sure he's a good fit. But we did do a couple things, right? The staff member there said that since he's been to the shelter, he hasn't barked, which I think is kind of sad. And he hasn't barked since he's been home either. Um, and he's so loving because he just wants to be reassured that you're going to be next to him. If I show you guys right now, let me turn the, like, look at him. And Justin ended up sleeping out here last night because I didn't get his crate and his bed yet, which it's okay. I mean, we're going to do that today. Because the whole thing was kind of impromptu, and I ended up having, after I got him from the shelter, I ended up having to come home to get ready for work. So I didn't have time to make it to. We did get his, you know, some essentials, a bowl, some food, shampoo, you know, and all that stuff. But I'm gonna go get some stuff for him today. But anyhow, I was going back to say that he's just been such a little timid little something, and he gets along so well with Brooke. When we first brought him home, oh my goodness, he was shedding like everywhere. Like Justin had him in his jacket, and he had a black jacket on, and he had white fur everywhere. I held him, he had white fur. But we gave him a wonderful bath last night and cleaned him up, and he smells good and looks good, and I don't see any of the hair anywhere. So I'm excited about that. That was my only concern, is that he would shed, but you know, dogs shed. So it wasn't going to be a deal breaker. Let me just close this because I see a little fly. It wasn't going to be a deal breaker. So yeah, so that's how Milo became the newest family member. And I suspect that, you know, what we're going to end up trying to do is work on our schedules. We want to get him to understand our routine and our predictability, just so he knows that, you know, we're walking in the morning. He's going to eat before we leave and go to school and work. I'm going to try to get him a little playpen area so that he's a little bit contained. I don't want to come to home to any surprises, but he'll have reign of the house when we're home. Well, not reign of the house, but he'll be free to move around the house when we're home. But yeah, so that's going to be our new little journey, I guess, for the summer. I guess, what do you call this? June 24th is when he became an official family member. So I have some paperwork that I'm going to fill out, and he's microchipped. So I'm going to update his information. I'm going to make an appointment just to get him to the groomers because I think his nails are a little too long. So I want those to be cut down. And then just kind of make sure he's at all the shots. He's neutered. So he's good there. And yeah, so we're so excited and looking forward to that. I took him on a little walk this morning, which I'm excited about because hopefully that'll help me be active as well. I can't wait to walk with him at the park. We're gonna go see Jason play his football game at 2 today in Cypress. So I'm gonna take him there, get him a little used to just being outside and give him a little freedom to run outside at the park. And yeah, so I'll keep you guys posted with that. What else has been happening? We've just gotten some new stuff. I'm gonna do a video about all my camping gear that we got, because that's coming along really nicely. Got the campsite, of course, reserved. We've got the RV reserved. We've got the car. I think I'm taking an SUV. We've got that reserved. I'm probably gonna link up with Natalie and try to figure out when we can start the t-shirts. We've got the menu all taken care of as far as what we're going to have, and I have my list going, which keeps growing because every time you think of something, I put something on the list. His dad has come through where he needed to come through. I appreciate that. And yeah, so it's just a matter of like picking up the small things now. I've got to get a sleeping bag for Justin. Of course, we have blankets and stuff, so I don't think I'm going to buy a new sleeping bag, but I might go over to my parents' house and see if anything that they have is salvageable. I doubt it. And yeah, so we're just going to be doing that. 4th of July is coming up this coming weekend, so I'm going to probably do some meat on the grill or do some salads like ceviche and chicken salad, and then go to the beach, like actual beach, so we can get in the water. And yeah, so there's a lot happening, a lot coming up. I hope that you guys stay tuned and stay um, put on your notification bell so that you know when the next video is posted. I know I haven't been as consistent as I needed to be, but I definitely am going to be. There's a lot to talk about now, so we're going to get new videos with that. So with that, I'll come back a little bit later once we get dressed for the day. I'm going to go to Marshall's and probably Centinela feed to just get him some more dog food. I kind of want to not even go the route of dry, or maybe if I do dry, it'll just be a little bit of a mixture. Um, and just to kind of get him on a diet that I like. And you know, because he's already, oh, I didn't tell you, Milo's already full grown. He's 3 years old. And so that's as big as he's gonna get, which is one of the reasons we chose him. We wanted a mature dog. I didn't want a puppy that we'd have to train. I know I didn't have the time to train, but he's so good right now. I mean, you could obviously tell that he was definitely used to being inside, because even though he's jumped on the couches a couple times, and it's not that like I'm not gonna let him jump on the couches. Let's just be real, right? I just want him to understand a little bit of not too harsh, but just some mild boundaries, and so that he knows if he gets on the couch, it's because we've asked him to get on the couch. And he's gotten free reign of the smaller one that's where Justin and him are laying right now. Of course, he's probably gonna jump on my bed, but I just wanted to just kind of set a, you know, just a cute, like I said, mild boundaries for him right now, while he's still getting decompressed and getting to know us. But yeah, so we're looking forward to having him. When I get another family member, maybe the humankind, that'll be another story for something down the line. But yeah, no pressure, boys. Yeah. Anyway, that's a different story, different time. Anyhow, but like I said, we will be back in touch in a few once we get ready for the day, and then I'll take you guys along shopping with me so I can show you what we get. Anyway, talk to you later. See you in a bit. Well, guys, that was it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate you. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and turn your notification bells on. Have a great rest of your day. Be well. Take care of yourself. And I love you. Bye-bye.